Well, howdy everybody, and welcome to a new episode of me checking out games. In this episode, we're going to be playing a game called Striving for Light Survival. It is a survivors-like, unsurprisingly. The big appeal of this one, by the way, I have played quite a bit of this. I guess I really like survivors-likes. You'll see upcoming soon with a few other videos I have. But there is the big appeal to this game is there is a procedurally generated skill tree, which is pretty neat. You'll see when we get there. For now, let's just go ahead and start with the basic loadout. And you have skills to choose from. Right now, I have chosen... Hey, why is my audio muted? That's weird. Very odd. There we go. Holy cow, I'm sorry about that. Anyway. So here it is. Here's the run screen. You choose a weapon, and a ranged weapon, a melee and a ranged weapon, and then you choose your skills. Up to 12, well, minimum 12 skills will always be the same. So you'll always have at least 12 skills to spec into. If you don't actually choose any skills, or if you only choose like one or two, it'll spend the rest of the 12 on randomly picked ones, including things you don't have unlocked. So we're just not going to choose any skills, we're going to let the game decide. And then let's see. This has a Brotato system. A bunch of different maps with different unlocks. And also different difficulties. So we're going to do difficulty 3 on level 1. We'll just go. And I'll kind of show it off. What I think is really cool about this game is that it is all hand-drawn art. And it kind of shows. And honestly, it looks pretty good. It took a second for me to really enjoy it. But I think overall it looks good. It is Brotato style as well in the fact that like you have 30-second long waves to start with. This game is on season 3 actually. It has gotten many different updates. And I don't know, I think it's pretty good. Uncollected light fragments convert to elite enemies. So light fragments are your XP. And here we go, here's the skill tree. So let's look at this. So you can kind of just choose directions to go to. Grim Reaper, you and your companions gain a permanent circling sight. So you have basic stat boosts, and then you have special skills. Skills typically take attack speed down as their downside. Cyclic might. Swirl your melee weapon around. Try it. Is not really something I would typically enjoy, but we're gonna spec into these Grim Reapers. And then basically, as you can see, as you invest more skill points, these trees extend outward. We're gonna go over here, and it kind of extends in the direction that you work on, sort of. Ooh, stone toss. I think that's really good. And then you also have here at the bottom, there's, you can see it says X for 3 different things. Those are going to be ways to influence the skill tree. We'll see later. So this is what happens when you turn it cyclic. You kind of just spin it in a circle. It's maybe not super impressive, but it keeps the weapon... It gives your weapon more active frames, at least. With each increase in difficulty, enemies get more health, and it's kind of showing here very quickly, if you ask me. Typically, if you have the ability to choose your skills, I think it's better to kind of just spec how you want, like choose what you're interested in. We got 3 levels that time. Max health is a skill to spec into. I don't think it's very handy most of the time. At least in my experience. There we go. Ooh, but AoE. There we go. Increase area of effect, I think, is actually one of the better skills in the game. And you'll see as we go why. We'll see why as we go, I should say. Boulder throw seems pretty good too. It's just a giant piercing effect that does pretty good damage. Here we go. Here's a second enemy at least. Now that we're on wave 3. But our DPS has gotten a lot better off of that one skill. Overall, I think the game's pretty good. I definitely would say check it out if you're into survivors likes. I've been getting a lot of survivors likes to except for keys, and honestly, I think they're all like pretty good. Maybe I'm just a sucker for the genre though. Okay, so we got our first light fragment converted into, our first set of light fragments converted into an elite enemy. What we're gonna do, this is a reroll. I'll take additional projectiles, that's pretty good. We're gonna take some more attack speed. Ooh, what is that? Oh, okay, it's got an X on it because it doesn't do anything if we stack it, I'm assuming. Additional projectiles is pretty good. Range builds in this game are pretty strong. You can also dash with R2. This is an elite enemy, so they have way more health, but they're also worth quite a bit more XP and rewards. So they seem pretty worthwhile to spawn. I don't totally know what the meta sort of behind it would be. I'm assuming it's just if they spawn, take advantage of it. Don't really go out of your way to spawn them. That's how I've always played so far. I have a couple hours on the game. Few hours, I guess I should say. Game's good. Oh, also elites typically drop one of the special effects for the map for your skill tree. That one did not. That's okay. Ooh, here we go. That's a damage up. You learn that symbol real fast. Condition damage is things like bleed and poison. We're gonna actually continue to stack Stone Toss. It's really, really good. Ooh, Hermit Crab guy. From what I can tell, the waves are always the same. In terms of, like, between runs. Per map, I should say. Each map has different enemies. I will say that at least, which is really neat. There's actually quite a bit of enemy variety. I think map 1, starting out with enemies that don't deal contact damage, was a great option. Because you get to map 2 right after this, and all of the enemies you first fight deal contact damage, and it turns out to be surprisingly overwhelming. At least it was, in my opinion. When it comes to health, the reason why health doesn't particularly matter, there's a maximum amount you can heal 99% of the time unless you're speccing very specifically into like a lifesteal. We can get another scythe. I don't know, do we really want another scythe? We don't have any companion skills, it looks like. Ooh, another rock though. Cutting shiny projectiles create a cutting attack. Yeah, we'll do that. But, so, each wave that you go without taking damage gives you, or each wave you start spawns a health on the map, like that. You see that little heart? So you only get up to 20 heals per map anyway, but on top of that, you can only have 3 on the screen at a time, which means if you're not taking much damage, there's very little reason to spec into health, just because healing is so limited unless you have the lifesteal skill, which is really rare. And hard to unlock, I believe, as well. We did take damage there. But that's okay. We'll get another rock. And we'll get another rock. Holy cow. You know, I gotta say, that seems pretty worthwhile. This will give us the kind of AoE that we need to really manage these enemies. Now we just need damage. Damage scaling. There is a skill that I haven't unlocked yet that I think is really cool. It's called... I don't know what it's called. It's basically a giant earthquake effect. Ooh, that's not good. Ooh. I didn't even know you could zoom in the map. I don't see how you could ever play like this, but okay. But yeah, there's a skill it's like Earthquake or something, Earth Shaker, something like that. And what it does is basically every time you attack, you create a shockwave. But each of those shockwaves also counts as an attack like once per second. Which means you're throwing out way more attacks. And that kind of build would be perfect for this. That kind of skill would be perfect for this. What else do we want, huh? We probably just want to spec into attack speed as best we can. Clash of Steels, your melee attacks have a chance to create blades which cut through your surroundings. Or Poison Nova. And 10 damage per second. Each 3 seconds. Total duration 9 seconds. Condition damage decay each tick, so they take less damage each tick, 30% less. So I think we would want to spec into condition damage first for that to even really do much. But why don't we? We'll try it out. I think overall, unsurprisingly, since this is the first map, I definitely think that this map is far easier than any of the others. It's night and day difference, honestly. So I haven't really gone over very well what the different effects on that you can collect are for modifying the skill map. The first one is a link effect, so it lets you anything within the radius of what you are using. There's like a small circle radius. You'll see if I ever find one. But basically you can link. Oh, I do have one. So anything within this radius, you can link, which would have saved me getting a health up, but that's okay. Or, yeah, we'll go ahead and take that. Ooh, there's a damage up. We're gonna take that first. This is tough. So you can link different areas like that. So I could spec into, even if I hadn't been spec'd into this, I could spec into that just because I have something else close by. So it lets you link things and have better connections. The second one is a reroll, and the third one is a refund. Not very handy. The refund, I think it's typically not very handy at all, but it's cool in concept if you, for some reason, mess up your build or realize you want to pivot halfway through the map. You can have like 20 of them by the end of the game, so you can definitely pivot your build at almost any point in this game. I've noticed usually by the end of the game I end somewhere around like level 35, so you get a decent way into the skill tree, but you kind of want to hyperfixate on a few stats. For one, attack speed always seems to be really good. You know, just real quick, I'm gonna throw it out there. If you guys are enjoying the video, please do leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a comment. I know I haven't uploaded much recently, and I'm not gonna lie, I probably won't be uploading much. There's a lot of stuff going on in my home life. Not bad stuff, just a lot of stuff. So I gotta deal with that before I can worry about this, you know what I mean? Damage up is very important. So much so, in fact. Unfortunately, with how the system works on controller, that kind of bugs out a little bit. That's more so on me because I knew better. But after this wave, we'll respec into getting damage. Alright, this is a new enemy. He's a boss form. He's got a giant pincer attack, and then he also throws out AoEs. I hope you guys have been doing well. I know I had talked about the whole month of October uploads, daily uploads. Those didn't happen. That's okay. I still plan on covering Slay the Princess? Yeah, that game. Because that game honestly did have me interested, and it was gifted to me. So I should cover it. But I was interested in it anyway. I was very curious. But it also got a very large update on like October 24th, a few days ago. Dude, those dodges have massive iframes, I'll tell you. Kill the boss, come on. There we go. Oops. So we can go ahead and spec out of this health up. Doesn't matter anyway. We'll take a damage up. Whoa, what is this? Baby Phoenix. I mean, it would get... Here, we could go this way. Burning attack, help. 2 more levels, and then we'll get that companion. We don't have very many companions, but these scythes are going to be better if we get companions, so we should do it. But beyond that, so I have a game I'll be covering coming up soon. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it. I have no idea. It's got a review embargo at least until the 30th. So I'm going to hold off until then to talk about it. But I think I'm going to start doing a series on that game because that has quickly become one of my favorite games, honestly. It was astoundingly good. Way better than I expected. It starts off a little slow, but anyway. We'll talk about that on the 30th when that video comes out. I've already got it recorded and stuff. But needless to say, dude, I'm really big getting into this roguelike genre again, the Survivors likes. You'll have to let me know if you guys are interested in something like Rotato as well, because that DLC just came out too. Ooh, 2 baby phoenixes. Gee, Timmy. How come your mom lets you have 2 baby phoenixes? We'll get the scythe upgrade next, then. Yeah, there you go. And then we'll have 9 sides going around. That'll be pretty good. Dude, I'm just tanking damage right now, my goodness. Having these sides, though, really seems to be helping. You gotta be really careful with these knight guys. You'll notice how they're swinging if they ever attack. When their sword is red, that means it's dealing contact damage. So the whole time it's on the backswing too, it's still dealing contact damage. So you gotta be really careful with that. Overall though, I think this game is a lot of fun. Definitely up there for... I don't know, I think I'm really getting into the Survivors like genre more than I thought I would. They're good roguelikes. There we go, look at that. Look at all those sides. I probably should have checked what kind of damage they scaled with. But that's okay. Whoops. There is a companion damage passive bonus, but we just haven't seen any yet. I will say, this game usually doesn't lag very much, but if you spec into companions and you spec like heavily into companions, you can really get some laggy rounds, at least on Steam Deck, which of course, this is a Steam Deck review. 99% of my games are. 99% of my reviews are? Anyway. Attack speed. What is this? Shot angle? I don't really see much reason. We could go into like AoE damage. Or, not AoE, but we're just gonna go for actual AoE. I was gonna say we could go into poison damage. That's what AoE does, by the way. See how much larger it is? Or see how large this attack is now? That is a, you know, that is a large man. But yeah, when it comes to these knights, you basically hang above them to dodge them. That's your best option. Ouch, I don't even know what hit me. That time I do know what hit me. Pretty sure it was one of the knights. That's okay. Taking damage is pretty forgiving in this game most of the time. The issue is we're already, I don't know what wave we're on actually, 14 it looks like. We're already on wave 14, so we've only got 6 more heals left. So this might be about the point where we'd be okay with speccing into health ups, I guess. I don't know. I don't find health to be a very important stat once you get above like 4 or 5. Maybe that's just me. Ooh, another baby phoenix. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, attack speed ups are good already. Another baby phoenix and another AoE? Or another scythe? My goodness, I can't ever call this the right thing. It's based on condition damage. Okay, so I should... Holy. Apparently we're doing a companion build and I didn't even know it. Just give it a couple more rounds. You'll see. Assuming we make it that far. Please don't hurt me. I don't feel like particularly safe. I didn't mention it. Each character actually has their own unique status and like different builds that they cater towards. This one is mostly a melee build with a hint of like companion, I think, but melee build is the focus. And it's got negatives to ranged. So you're very rarely going to be playing ranged with this character. You can, as far as I'm aware, it doesn't seem too bad. It's just, oh, I'm taking a lot of damage here, huh? I was trying to get another level, but I don't even think we're close. Well, I know we're not. It says it up in the top left-hand corner. Dude, floor 3? Like, difficulty 3 is kind of tough. Maybe this is why you spec into hell. Oh, come on. Okay, we got one more level up. So you always get one skill per stage. One skill point per wave, I should say. Okay. We'll take 2 attack speed and... Hold on, is there anything we want to spec out of, possibly? Yeah, at this point, boulders kind of don't matter that much. But beyond that, no, we kind of want all of this. So we should take the Phoenix for now. And then possibly go for one more Phoenix next floor, and then we'll go for anything else. These weird scorpion guys have projectiles. Careful. I think they melee and projectile, honestly. Sheesh. This is getting real rough, I'll tell you that much. Honestly, so the traps on the floor are part of the difficulty increase. Normally the stage on difficulty 0, difficulty 1, whatever you want to call it, there are no traps on the floor. That's part of the ascension system. I don't know how many times those have hurt me, but they might be getting me killed. I know on earlier difficulties, so say difficulty 1, because I'm on 3, so I guess difficulty 1 has none, 2 has some, and then 3 has added more. We have 2 levels. With 2 levels, we'll take another sight then. Double hit is incredibly good for a melee build. I mean, like, that's good. You just need to be a little bit better at dodging now, it seems. I'm probably more so avoiding the enemies instead of outright facing them. That's what I should be doing. Because my phoenixes can make up for a lot of the damage as well. So we're probably better off more so doing it like this, playing defensively and running away. Although I'm greedy, I also want my XP. Yeah, that definitely seems like the safer play. As you can see, if you get far enough away from the companions, it's either far enough away or time-based. I'm not sure, but I think it is distance. They can despawn and respawn at your feet. We are going to have a lot of elites this next floor, I think. Yeah, okay. 5 elites. We can handle that. Yeah, I'm going to keep re-rolling these, honestly. Actually, we'll take increased condition damage. Is there anything at all we could spec out of? I think I might spec out of... Let's actually spec out of this condition damage. And do that instead. Alright. And now we've got, what, 4 sides each? That's pretty good. Plus the other Phoenix. Yeah, okay. Like, I don't know. Our damage here seems to be working out now. I'm pretty sure I could spec out health ups as well now too, just because I have less than the amount of health I can heal maximum. And I don't think specking out of health takes it from your current standard health, outside of like if it drops below max. So like because I have 4 empty health, it should only take an empty health, I believe. Actually not 100% on that though. At the bottom of the screen there are 3 little circles. Right now one was yellow. Those are dashes. We will take damage and attack speed for sure. And then we'll take damage and AoE, probably next floor. Alright. But this kind of gives a good, probably feel for the game, I think. I gotta say, it's a good game. I would recommend it. I kind of love the hand-drawn art the more I play it. I think it looks pretty good. We'll let my phoenixes handle a lot of this, honestly. Ouch. I don't even know what hit me. Probably just walked right into something, honestly. We've only got one more floor after this, so we're probably fine. The most damage I ever took on any floor was 3, or on any stage was 3. So we're probably doing okay here. Those are my dashes at the bottom of the screen, though. I don't remember if I finished that. The yellow dots. Those are how many dashes I have left. There is a skill that gives you an increased number of dashes and dash cooldown. Oh, she sniped me with that, dude. I think we'll be okay still. Maybe I want to just spec into a couple extra health. Holy cow, 6? Do we have extra health just lying around to spec into? We do. We'll just do 2 health, and that should be good enough. I should have showed the... Alright, there's actually a boss at the end, too. I totally remembered that. Oh my. You don't have to beat the boss. You get an unlock for beating the boss, but you don't have to do it. You can just wait it out as well, if you want to survive for 1 minute and 18 seconds, it seems. Which might be what we have to do this time, honestly. The yellow health is just because I haven't actually... I've been dealing consistent damage to him, by the way. It's not like a second health bar or anything. It's just that he's taking damage consistently, so it's not ticking down. I mean, if we stand close, he's probably going to deal quite a bit of damage to us. I won't deny it. We can try. Ooh. Holy, dude. He has a dash attack. That's one of his more dangerous attacks, in my opinion. We might actually... No, we've only got 17 seconds. I don't think we're getting him. Ooh. It's not a big deal. Maybe I should just run for the last 7 seconds. I don't think we have to kill him, at least. I actually have only ever killed the bosses. You survived. Look at that. Anyway, that's gonna do it. That was a pretty fun run, huh? I can show you here, though, real quick. Each of them have different effects. Oh no, the other one is companion damage. Okay, never mind. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. That's going to be this video. If you did enjoy the video, please do leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a comment. I do have a Patreon as well. Feel free to check it out. I haven't uploaded much there in a while, but if you're interested, check it out. Thank you. I will see you guys next time, though. Bye.